Hey everyone, this video is for our friends in the medical field, and we want to answer some common questions, some common challenges that we get serving physicians, residents, and just people in the medical community. So a lot of the challenges that we see are consistent themes. Are number one, your profession, you're extremely busy, especially if you're in residency. The amount of hours that you work, the studying that you put in, it's a lot. And while in residency, you know that there's some things that maybe you should learn about. And one of them is financial education. And oftentimes it's not present. And that's actually one of our main missions in our group, is to increase that financial literacy early on in a physician's career. So having that education early on is going to add and increase to your overall confidence, right? So education's number one. Second is I want to offer some quick tips on things you should consider early in your career that'll help you establish yourself and get ahead financially early on. Number one is you want to, as I mentioned, be educated. But number two is you want to make sure that you're protected. You've invested a lot into your career. You want to make sure that anything that can affect your lifestyle now or in the future, you protect against. Whether that is what would happen in the event that you were to get sued, whether you get sick or hurt and you can't practice medicine. If you have a family, what would happen if you passed away? All of those protection considerations, asset protection, everything should be considered. Protect what you have today to be able to move forward and create wealth, which is what I call being on offense. Next is you want to be a great saver, right? So you want to set up consistent saving habits early on in your career and make sure that you're paying yourself first. It's, yes, residency is tough, and finally you get the income bump, but that is the absolute perfect time to take advantage of that new increased cash flow and really capture it for yourself and your family, and just give it a home, give it direction rather than asking where it went. Number three is you want to make sure that you have a good, sound strategy for student loans. If you have debt, if you have student debt, whether it's the federal forgiveness program or you plan to pay them down yourself, whatever that is, just have a strategy for it. That strategy, knowing what it is, that will alleviate the stress that comes with those debt payments, and that will get you moving in the right direction to eventually eliminate that debt and recoup that cash flow for yourself and your family. And last but not least, have an investment strategy, right? So understand how your work-sponsored retirement plans work. Understand how the taxes impact those work-sponsored retirement plans. Are you paying the taxes now, or are you paying the taxes later? And most importantly, make sure that when you are investing, that it's speaking to your goals, right? It should speak to your goals and objectives. Yes, we want to retire, but yes, we want to make sure that all of those goals that we may have prior to 59 and a half, 60, 65, that all of those occur along the way. So hope that helps. Couple quick tips. And again, if you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to myself and my team.